Hello, Julie Chance with Action Strategies by Design. This month, in our series for Everything DiSC facilitators and participants, we're discussing everything DiSC as a tool for enhancing leader and manager effectiveness. When it comes to leaders and managers, there's two things we know for sure. First, leading is hard work. And second, when it comes to a team's engagement, motivation, and overall effectiveness, leaders and managers matter most. The most effective leaders can communicate, motivate, inspire, delegate, have difficult conversations, set a strategic direction, align people around a vision, hold people accountable, hire, fire, coach, listen, be empathetic, show appreciation, address problems, make hard decisions, implement and manage change, build teams, and a whole lot more. Given the impact that leaders have on performance, and what it takes to be a great leader, it's understandable that organizations place a high value on having high-performing managers and leaders. The challenge is all the competencies required to be a great leader don't come naturally to anyone. Every great leader has worked to develop those competencies that don't come naturally to them. Fortunately, there's some effective tools out there to support the development of leaders. One of the best, in my opinion, is the Everything DiSC model. Everything DiSC can help your organization develop more effective leaders and managers by helping them become more adaptable, to enhance their emotional intelligence, embrace healthy conflict, and effectively develop, motivate, and delegate to team members. Specific applications currently available to enhance manager and leadership effectiveness include Everything DiSC Work of Leaders, Everything DiSC Management, Everything DiSC Productive Conflict, and Everything DiSC Agile EQ. In addition to the applications that are currently available, in 2025, Wiley will be introducing training modules that are an add-on to the Everything DiSC Workplace profile. There will be 5 topics, and these topics are designed to assist managers and leaders to more effectively develop and lead their teams. The topics that will be included are delivering constructive feedback, managing conflict, empowering direct reports, managing change, and motivating direct reports. You can access a complimentary sample of the Empowering Direct Reports module now to use with your managers and leaders who have previously taken an Everything DiSC assessment. And if you are interested in that module, you can reach out to me and I will get you the information on it. Here's a quick sneak peek at the module. So if you reach out, what I will do is I will provide you with a link to a website. Eventually, these modules will live on Catalyst. Right now, though, the sample module is going to be on a standalone website. So I will get you the link to that. You will have a PDF, can download a PDF of the Facilitator's Guide, a fully scripted Facilitator's Guide. There's also a job aid and a short video to introduce you to the process. And then to get started, what you'll do is you will need to enter your name and the information about you. And then because this is on a standalone website, eventually this step won't be necessary, but you will choose your DiSC style, and your participants are also going to need to know their DiSC style. So that would be something to let them know in advance. Everybody will enter their DiSC style. And then once you've entered your DiSC style, you will give them this URL so that they can log in and follow what you're doing on your screen. And it'll allow everyone to join. When I hit next, it's going to launch it. This is designed to be done virtually. However, it could also be used in a live setting as well as long as everybody's on their own laptop. So there's an overview of what the module covers. There's a quick overview of DiSC. This is designed to be used with people who are already familiar with DiSC, but it does give a quick overview and reintroduction. And then it talks about a definition of empowering, so that everybody's on the same page there. Talk a little bit about why it's important. And then it looks at 4 elements of empowerment, some that come easier to some styles and some that come easier to others, although to be able to empower, we need to be able to do all of these. So then it gives some information for each individual on their empowerment go-to. For somebody with the D style, which is my style, enabling authority is the go-to element for enabling authority. But each person would have their own based on their DiSC style. Then you'd break out into smaller groups and have a discussion around a series of questions about empowering people. And then we'd talk about what makes people feel empowered. So for each of the 4 styles, what makes them feel empowered. And then talk about, if they don't know what a direct report style is, a way to guesstimate that style. So we'd walk through that process with them. And then there would be a section based on the style that somebody chose, how they could elevate their direct reports or how they can help them feel empowered. And they can pick whichever style they look at based on the direct report they chose. And then you'd have a discussion around elevating direct reports. And then you would go to helping your direct reports stretch, because to be empowered and to effectively act in an empowered way, they need to be able to do not only that element or that aspect of empowerment that comes naturally to them, they also need to be able to stretch into those other areas. And then there is the ability to make an empowerment plan. So each of the leaders would develop an empowerment plan, and they will have access to this on an ongoing basis. So you choose a style, and then we would go to understand that direct report. I think there was some user error on my part there. And so the colleague that I picked has an I style, and there's a list of things to keep in mind when giving them feedback. And you can do a drop down on each one of those. And then it gives you step 3 of the action plan is some approaches to try in terms of elevating and then helping them stretch to those other areas. And finally, they develop their plan, they type in their answers, and then they can download their plan. So these modules are designed to be about an hour each. They're designed, as I said, to be done virtually, and they're a great way over time for a part of a leadership development program to start with that basic workplace profile, help them develop some awareness of their own style, their own go-to approach, how others perceive them, how to interact better with some of the other styles, and then over time to do these modules one at a time to help further develop their leadership effectiveness and skills. So as I said earlier, if this is something that you are interested in finding out more about, reach out to me, and We can schedule a time, we can review this, and then I'll get you a link so that you can use it with your own leaders and managers.